If you're living in LA right now and thinking about moving to Phoenix, you're probably wondering, what's the cost of living in Phoenix versus LA? Is it really that much cheaper, or is that just what everyone says? Because I hear this all the time from my clients, and once we actually run the numbers, they're like, wait, this is a way bigger difference than I thought. So I'm gonna break it down for you in this video. And before we get into the numbers, I want you to actually think about this. This isn't just about saving money, it's about what kind of home you can afford in Arizona, what your monthly expenses are going to look like, and what your day-to-day life actually feels like in Arizona, because the difference between LA and Phoenix is not small. Let's start big picture. Phoenix is roughly 66 to 68% less expensive overall to Los Angeles. To maintain the same lifestyle, you'd need about $9,000 a month in LA versus $6,800 a month in Phoenix. If you keep your LA salary and move to Phoenix, you basically just gave yourself a raise. This actually happened to my husband. I remember when we moved here from California, my husband, who works from home, says he felt like he got a raise because the state income tax in Arizona is much lower, and it's even gone up recently, but it's a flat fee. It's 2.5%, whereas California has a progressive tax. It can go from 1% to 13%. Now, let's talk about housing, because this is where everything changes. The median home price in Los Angeles is around $900,000 to $970,000. To afford that comfortably, you're usually looking at $200,000 plus household income. Now, the median home price in Phoenix is around $450,000 to $475,000. Gilbert, Chandler, Mesa, those are roughly around $430,000 to $600,000. The money that buys a small house in LA can oftentimes buy you a 4-bedroom home with a pool and sometimes a 3-car garage here in Phoenix. $2,500 to $3,500 less per month on your mortgage. That's just your mortgage alone. That's $30,000 to $40,000 per year you'd be saving. This is where people go from maybe we'll move to wait, we can actually do this. Now let's figure it out. And by the way, if we haven't met yet, I'm Alejandra, a local realtor here in Arizona, and I created this channel, Moving to Arizona, because my family made the same move from California 10 years ago. Now I specialize in helping people move from California and all over, even Canada. And there's so many of you guys calling and saying you want my help, and I love it. My team and I absolutely love helping you and guiding you, and we get so much joy from helping you get your Arizona house. All the contact info is below, or there's an easy link that says start here. Click that. We'll get connected and take care of the rest for you. All right, this is something people do not think about enough. Income tax in California is up to 13.3%. Even middle class income on average is 6 to 9%. That is so high. Whereas Arizona's got a flat 2.5% income tax. So at $150,000 income, that saves you $7,000 to $9,000 per year if you live in Arizona. Now, if you have a household income of $200,000, that's $15,000 or more savings. $300,000, that's $25,000 or more in savings. That's a lot of savings. So that's not just budgeting, that's a whole different address. All right, let's go over the basics. LA gas on average is $5 a gallon, and in Phoenix on average is $3.50. Now, right now it is higher because of war, but it's higher everywhere. Annual savings just on gas alone is about $900. Plus, and these are the big pluses, easier parking. There's parking lots, street parking. Driving is less stressful. These are things that I really experienced when we moved. A bad commute in Phoenix is a normal day in LA. It has really bad traffic. Everything I hear from all my clients that move here say the traffic's not bad, it moves. All right, we're gonna talk about another major expense that's very important, groceries. This one actually is very small difference, but it's still real. LA is on average 8 to 15% more expensive. I do feel like it used to be even cheaper here, but I feel like with the cost of living, unfortunately, has gone up. So on average, that's $1,000 to $1,800 a year that you'd be saving doing your groceries in Arizona when you live here. And guess what? Arizona has no tax on most groceries, so that's another way that you're saving. All right, now we're gonna talk about utilities. This one is where Arizona, especially Phoenix, is gonna feel higher. During the summer, we've got electric bills, $300 to $450 or higher depending on the size of your house. In the winter is actually very low winter bills. Many of us have the AC off, but throughout the whole year, it's really gonna balance out, but you are gonna feel those summer months. It's gonna be more expensive here, so be prepared for that. So utilities is gonna be a category you're definitely gonna want to budget for. That's just the truth, no way around it. Or maybe you're just gonna wanna sweat to death and not have the electric on. All right, now let's talk about healthcare. This is important. In Phoenix, slightly lower cost. Both cities have great hospitals. So Phoenix has great ones, and of course, LA's got great hospitals. And now sales tax in LA is about 9.5%. Phoenix is 8.6% to 9.1% on average. So a little bit lower, not a big difference. Obviously, some cities and towns have higher, so it's gonna vary. So key differences is Arizona exempts sales taxes on groceries and prescriptions. All right, let's put this all together so you can figure out if Arizona actually makes sense for you. The typical household is gonna have about 30 to 40,000 in housing savings or more, 7 to 15,000 just in tax savings, and about $1,000 in grocery savings. The total is 40 to 60,000 per year alone or more that you're saving by living in Arizona. This is why so many people are making the move. Better quality of life, not feeling like you're paycheck to paycheck. That's honestly how we were feeling, and my husband had a really good paying job. All right, let's talk about truth though. LA does have the ocean, better weather, stronger entertainment scene, more culture activities. I do miss some of those. So this isn't just a financial decision, it's gonna be a lifestyle decision for you. So you may be wondering, how am I gonna decide? So ask yourself, do I want more space? Do I want to own a home? Do I want to be able to save more money? Or do I just value the LA lifestyle more? Maybe it's worth it for you to pay, that's fine. At the end of the day, this move isn't just about money, it's about changing how you live, having more space, less stress, more financial freedom. If you're thinking of moving to Arizona, the next step really is just getting clarity on what this would actually look like for you. You're gonna wanna figure out your budget, the area that fits your lifestyle, and what numbers would look like here versus there. If you want help figuring any of that out, my team and I specialize in that. All the contact info is below, or click the link that says you're looking to get started. And remember, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do. I share videos multiple times a week, sharing all about Arizona, living here, moving here, and of course, showing you beautiful homes. All right, I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.